My name is Amir. I am 30 years old, and I live in a small apartment in a busy city. The walls are thin, so I can hear my neighbors talking, cooking, and sometimes fighting. I do not like the noise, but I am used to it now. Every morning, my alarm rings at 6:30. I don't wake up at 6:30. I press the snooze button, turn to the other side, and say the same word in my head. Later. Later, I will get up. Later, I will change my life. Later, I will start. I work in a small electronics shop in the city center. We sell headphones, phone chargers, power banks, and cheap speakers. People come in, touch everything, ask questions, and sometimes buy nothing. I stand behind the counter and smile. My boss likes smiles. He says, "Smile and they spend more money." I don't like this job, but I don't hate it. It is just there, like a chair or a table. I arrive, I stand, I talk, I go home. My days look the same, like copies of one paper. When I was younger, I wanted something different. I liked cameras. I liked lights and shadows. I recorded my friends with an old phone and edited small videos on a very slow computer. I imagined I would make short films one day. Now my camera is in a drawer under some old clothes. My computer is old and tired, like an old dog that doesn't want to move. I tell myself, I will fix it later. I will buy a new one later. After work, I usually go straight home. I take off my shoes, throw my keys on the small table, and fall on the sofa. My body feels heavy, like someone put stones in my pockets. I open my phone and start to scroll. Shorts, memes, cooking videos, street interviews, motivational speeches, many faces, many voices. Sometimes I see a video of a young filmmaker or a creator who talks about following your dreams. I watch for 3 seconds, then I scroll again. My thumb moves fast, my life moves slow. I eat simple food, usually something I can heat in the microwave, sometimes just bread and cheese. I tell myself, when I make more money, I will eat better food. Later. One Sunday afternoon, I receive a message on my phone. "Amir, this is Fareed from school. I am in the city for work. Coffee?" I look at the name for some seconds. Fareed. I remember a quiet boy who used to sit near the window in class. Good at math, shy with girls, always with a book. I type, "Yes, sure. When and where?" He sends a cafe location near the center. We agree to meet at 5 p.m. I look at myself in the mirror before I go. My hair needs a cut. My eyes look tired. There is a small stain on my t-shirt. I change my t-shirt, wash my face, and leave the apartment. In the stairs, I suddenly think, what will I say if he asks, "So, what do you do now?" I don't have a good answer, but it's too late to cancel, so I keep walking. The cafe is small but nice. There are plants near the windows and quiet music in the background. People are working on laptops or talking in low voices. It feels like a different world from my noisy street. I see Fareed at a corner table. He is already there with a cup of coffee and a laptop open in front of him. He looks different. He is slimmer, his clothes are simple but clean and stylish, and he has a small beard. When he sees me, he stands up and smiles. "Amir," he says. His voice is deeper now. We shake hands and then hug quickly. It feels a little strange because we have not seen each other for many years. We sit down. I order tea. For a few minutes, we talk about basic things: weather, traffic, how long it has been. These are safe topics. Nobody can be embarrassed when talking about traffic. Fareed closes his laptop and looks at me again. So, tell me, what do you do now? He asks. There it is, the question. I look at the spoon in my tea. It is turning slowly in the hot water, like it is thinking too. I work in an electronics shop, I say. It's okay, not special, just work. Do you like it? He asks. I smile and make a small joke. I like the days when I don't have to go there. He laughs politely, but his eyes are asking a second question that he doesn't say. Then why are you still there? I quickly change the subject. What about you? What do you do? I'm a software engineer, he says. I work remote for a company in another country. I travel a lot. This week I'm here for a conference. He says it in a simple way, like it is nothing big. But for me, it sounds like a different planet. We talk more. He tells me about his work, his travel, the cities he has seen. He uses some English words when he talks about programming or his foreign colleagues. His English is not perfect, but it is natural. The waiter comes, and he speaks English with him, too, because the waiter is from another country. I watch and listen. Inside, something feels a little tight. Fareed drinks from his coffee and looks at me again. Do you still make videos? He asks. I remember you always had a camera in your hand at school. For a moment, I don't answer. An image comes to my mind. Me at 16 running around the schoolyard with a cheap camera, shouting action and laughing. No, I say finally. I stopped. Life got busy. Work, money, problems. You know? He nods slowly. Maybe he understands. Maybe he doesn't. You talked about making short films. You had big ideas. I still have ideas, I say quickly. I plan to start again, when things are better, when I have more time. Later. The word later comes out of my mouth like a reflex. I hear it myself. Fareed is quiet for a second. Then he says with a small smile that is not really happy, You said that before, I think. At school. You said, one day I will make real films. His words hang in the air between us. I look out the window. On the glass, I see my own reflection next to his. For a moment, the cafe, the people, the music, everything disappears. I see only this image. Two boys from the same class, now two men with very different lives. I don't feel angry with him. I don't feel jealous. I just feel late.
That night, my apartment feels more silent than usual. I hear my upstairs neighbor's TV and a baby crying somewhere, but inside my head, it is louder. I lie on the sofa with the lights off and stare at the ceiling. The words from the cafe repeat in my mind. You said that before. He's right. I remember saying those things. One day, later, when I have time. I said them at 16, at 20, at 25. Now I am 30, and they are still with me like old shoes I never throw away. My phone is in my hand. I opened a social media app without thinking. The first video is a man talking about success and hard work. I watch 2 seconds, then I close the app. I don't want another voice tonight. I get up and open my drawer. Inside, under some old bills and a broken charger, there is a small notebook. I bought it almost a year ago. At that time, I told myself, I will use this to plan my future. It is still empty. I sit at the table and open it. The first page is completely white. It looks like it is waiting for something. For a minute, I don't know what to write. My hand holds the pen, but my mind is blank. Then, without a big plan, I write a simple sentence at the top. I am tired of later. I look at the words. They are not beautiful, not poetic, but they are true. Under that sentence, I write another one. Today is Thursday. I am 30. I work in a shop. I don't make videos. I don't study. This is my real life. It feels strange to write it so clearly. Usually, I hide these facts behind jokes or excuses. On the paper, they cannot hide. I sit back and read the page again. For a moment, I want to tear it out and throw it away, but I leave it there. I don't suddenly feel strong or motivated. Nothing magical happens. I don't jump up and shout, "I will change everything!" I am still the same Amir in the same small apartment. But something is a little different now. I don't know what yet. I close the notebook and put it on the table, not back in the drawer. I tell myself, I will write more tomorrow. Then another thought comes. I always say tomorrow. I half smile in the dark. I take the pen again, open the notebook, and write one last line at the bottom of the page. Tomorrow, I will write one more sentence, just one. It is a very small promise, so small that it almost feels like nothing, but it is clear. Not, I will change my life, not, I will become a filmmaker, just one more sentence. I put the pen down, turn off the light, and go to bed. I don't sleep immediately, but my thoughts are a little quieter. Somewhere between awake and asleep, one idea comes gently. What happens if I don't break this very small promise? The next evening, after work, I come home as usual. The shop was busy, my feet hurt, and my back feels like stone. My boss talked a lot, some customers shouted, and a child broke a cheap speaker and laughed. I unlock my door, step inside, and see the notebook on the table. For a few seconds, I just look at it from the hallway. I think, I had a long day. I can write tomorrow. It is only a notebook. Then I remember the sentence at the bottom of the page. Tomorrow, I will write one more sentence, just one. I walk to the table, sit down, and open the notebook. The words from yesterday look back at me. I don't think too much. I put the pen on the paper and write, "Today I came home tired, but I opened this notebook." That's all. One simple line. No big idea, no big plan, but it is one more sentence, like I promised. The next day, I do the same, and the next. Some sentences are very boring. Today, nothing special happened. Today, I was angry at a customer. Today, I ate bread and cheese again. Some are a little different. Today, I remembered an old video I made at school. Today, I saw a man filming in the street and wanted to ask him questions, but I didn't. Today, I watched a short film online and imagined my name in the credits. Days become weeks. The notebook slowly fills with small pieces of my days. Not beautiful literature, not good writing, just honest lines. One Sunday, I write something new. Today, I took my old camera out of the drawer. The camera is dusty. The battery is dead. The lens has a small scratch. It looks like it was sleeping for many years. I charge the battery, clean the dust with my t-shirt, and turn it on. The screen lights up, weak but alive. There were old videos on the memory card. My friends at school, my parents in the kitchen, my younger self talking to the camera with too much confidence. I watch a clip where 16-year-old me says, "This is my first film, but not my last. One day, I will be famous." I don't feel like laughing or crying. I just watch him for a moment and then turn off the screen. I take my phone and place it on a small stand on the table. I sit in front of it, press record, and look into the camera. My room is not clean, the light is not good, my hair is messy. I speak anyway. "Hi," I say in English, slowly. "My name is Amir. I am 30. I work in a shop. I like cameras, but I stopped using them. I don't know why I am making this video. Maybe I am tired of waiting for later." I stop the recording and watch it once. It is not good. My English is simple, my face looks a little strange, and there is a loud noise from the street in the background. I save the video and put the phone down. I don't post it anywhere. I don't show it to anyone. But it exists now. It is not just an idea in my head. That night, in the notebook, I write, "Today, I made a video. Nobody knows, but I know." I close the notebook and leave it again on the table. I don't suddenly become successful. I don't get a new job or a big chance. My boss is still the same. My salary is still small. My city is still noisy. My life from outside looks almost exactly like before, but I am not completely the same. Now when I say later in my head, it sounds a little false. I have this notebook, this camera, this quiet, private line of small actions that nobody sees. I am not fast. I am not brave. I am not a hero in a movie. I am just a man who writes one more sentence, makes one more small video, and keeps the notebook on the table, not in the drawer. The story is not finished. I don't know where it goes. Maybe I make more videos. Maybe I don't. Maybe I change my job one day. Maybe I stay in the shop. I don't have big answers. But every night before I sleep, I now ask myself only one question. What did I actually do today? Not what did I plan to do later? Thank you for watching this story until the end. I hope it was interesting for you and helped you practice your English. If you enjoyed this story and you want more easy English stories like this, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications. Your support helps me a lot and gives me energy to make more stories for you. Write a short comment and tell me what you learned or how you felt about this story. Thank you again for your time, and see you in the next video.